do. Insects are in every part of the ecosystem. They every part of the chain. They have all kinds of roles. You've got whoa, not so fast. You've got plant eaters. You've got insects eating other insects, or other things. Insects that eat mice, such. I don't know if I know of any insects that eat mice. There are definitely centipedes that eat mice. That big. That's pretty scary. But not around here. It's okay.
And arachnids, right? There are arachnids that can hunt that large too.
Probably, yeah. Probably have that. Parasites and parasitoids. Parasitoids are ones that lay their eggs on or in or near another insect, and then when the egg hatches, the larvae infests that insect from the inside and eats it, and then hatches out. As opposed to parasites, which are just insects that live temporarily on another organism without killing it, like a mosquito or a tick or a flea. And there's all kinds, they do all kinds of things. The herbivores include aphids, which people generally don't want to see in their gardens. We've got some aphids, I don't know, we can just pass them around afterwards. I don't know if anyone's never seen an aphid. You can look at our aphids that we've got. It's a bit dark to see them, they're pretty small. Scale insects, these guys are just whacked out. I don't even know where the insect is in this photo. I mean, you can kind of see its legs under here. These white things are not its legs. They suck the sap of the plant, and they secrete this stuff that kind of forms this cottony web around them. And they're very hard to get rid of. Some of them are totally fused to the plant. They never move. They kind of worm-like. These things that are crawling around are like the offspring. You can see kind of like the mothership and like all the little servants running around. I don't know, they're just crazy and really hard to get rid of too if you've got them on your plants. Weevils, these are kind of beetle, who also will go around poking little holes in your leaves of plants. And the dreaded potato beetle. Yeah, if you've had these, like Scott, you know what the meaning of pain is.
Makes you want to stop being organic.
How many people here have a garden or plan on having a garden and are interested to know about insects for the sake of their garden? Okay, quite a few people. So I'm not going to talk about that a hell of a lot. I'm going to talk about it at the end, but I really want you to be able to recognize insects. Is like, I think the most important thing, because if you want to, know how to attract beneficial insects or how to get rid of pests, it's useful to be able to recognize them first. So there's a lot of information out there about gardening and insects. There's books, you can go on Google, you can find all kinds of information. So I'm not going to talk about it in depth, but know your, I don't want to say enemies, but people who are not your friends.
Your garden co-workers.
These can be your friends. This dragonfly is a predator. Dragonflies are all predators. This one's eating like a fruit fly of some kind, I don't know. Little thing. Yep.
Is that a damselfly?
That's a damselfly, yeah.
Is it a kind of dragonfly?
Yeah. Well,
they're different.
Or
they're related. They're like, well, it's like the English terms are not like that precise. You could say like dragonfly is this and a damselfly is this, or you could say a damselfly is a kind of dragonfly. They're all part of the same order. I'll get to that later. But if you can use the word dragonfly to differentiate from damselfly. This is a tiger beetle. It's the fastest flying insect. It has some wicked-ass jaws, as you may be able to see, and very big eyes. This is because it's a predator, and it needs to see its prey really well. It has very good vision, and when it sees the prey, if the prey is close enough, you see it's got really long legs, it'll just run them down and eat them. or it can jump and fly, and as I say, they fly really, really fast. You can see them out on open areas, kind of like paths, dry, compacted earth paths, where they can see really far. So they're really cool, ground beetles. This one in particular is a tiger beetle. If you get those in your garden, you're happy. This is a fly, and you know, the thing about flies is like these just annoying things. This one doesn't look like much, but look at it. It's just eating another fly. When I saw that, I was like, whoa, you look so insignificant, yet you're kind of badass, you know, in the end. Don't underestimate flies. This is an ambush bug, the jagged ambush bug. You can see it commonly on goldenrod in the fall. And you see it's eating something, you see what that is, that's that's a severed fly head, right? Seen from the back. So this is the eye, you can see the outside of the eye. And it's sticking its beak like into the hole where the neck used to be to suck the brains out. So no one say that insects are not cool. That's definitely one of my favorites, right?
Are they venomous or do they just use their strength to stop?
They have front legs which are kind of like mantis legs with teeth on them, and they can like really grab things pretty bad. And then with the beak they can puncture them. And that fly, I don't know really what happened here because I didn't see it happening, but I imagine like maybe the fly was like resisting and was pulling away, and it kind of like just got its leg in there and like just cut the head off like that, and the fly was like, whoa, what's going on, you know? Because flies don't die when you cut their head off, because they don't have a centralized nervous system. So it's not like us, if you don't have a brain, you know, it's like the end. Flies don't die right away. In fact, I've watched flies without a head, and they try to clean their head like this, because the part of their nervous system which controls head cleaning is in the rest of their body. So they're like, I can't see anything. My head must be really dirty. And I'll kind of do that for a while, and eventually they'll stop. Parasites, oh, fleas. That's me. Look what I went through for this class. No, not really. But mosquitoes, external parasites, we tend to not like them very much. But parasites aren't all that bad. This is an ichneumon wasp. It's kind of wasp. And it crawls along the outside of trees. And with its ovipositor here, it can sense through the bark of the tree where there's a beetle larva underneath. And I go down and I kind of like feel the vibrations, or like I really don't know what kind of vibration this thing can cause that goes all the way through that amount of wood, but these guys know. And then they can bore through the wood with their ovipositor and lay an egg inside of the beetle larva. So they're very, very interesting. This one is a spider wasp, aptly named because it eats spiders. It doesn't actually eat spiders. This one is just paralyzes spiders. Spider's not dead, and it's going to take it to its nest, which appears to be at the top of a fence, and then it'll lay its egg inside of the spider and leave, and the egg will hatch out, and the offspring will eat the spider.